we just treat them all the same, really. I've been, like you said, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. So when we met, we were really young. We were both in our early 20s, and we both had children when we were teenagers. So I pretty much watched the 18-year-olds grow up since they were about 4. And his 21-year-old, which is now my 21-year-old, she was about 8 or 9 when I first met them. So for them to be 18 and in their 20s now, I feel like I've been there for pretty much a large part of their lives. And they get along great with my son, who they tend to gang up on us.
Get along isn't the word. They're inseparable. You know? I mean, it's you got to have consideration, and you know, when you genuinely love somebody, it's going to work out. You're going to make it work. But to answer your question, it's definitely challenging at times. But as long as we stick together and we got that family love and that unity, nothing can break it.
I think, not to cut you off, babe, it's difficult raising kids, period, even when they're your own children. So when you have stepchildren and children that are not biologically yours, you know, at first...
Definitely were busy when they, you know, everybody got their own lives. So whenever they had time, they came up and visited and supported. But me, I was visiting her every day. At that point, I was like, this is more important. I need to focus on my wife. And I just visited her every day. And she used to tell me like, yo, you can't do this. You got to focus on your career. And I was like, yo, I don't care about that. So everything just got worse for me at that time. Like my whole world came crashing down.
Wow. I haven't heard this part of the story before.
Oh yeah, man. I hit rock bottom around that time, man. Like it was real bad. You know what I'm saying? But I knew that she needed me. So I really didn't care about nothing that was going on with me. I was in the free world.
Loyalty in hip-hop has always been a fragile thing. We've seen it time and time again. Couples who claim to be ride or die end up falling apart in the worst ways possible. But if there was one relationship that the world actually believed in, it was Papoose and Remy Ma. Their story was different, built on something much deeper than industry fame. It was a love that survived prison, 6 years of separation, and an entire industry waiting for them to fail. Papoose was the poster boy for loyalty. While Remy Ma was locked away, he didn't cheat, he didn't leave, and he didn't replace her. He waited, he supported her, and he made sure the world didn't forget her name. And when she got out, he stood by her side, guiding her back into the spotlight. So what the hell happened? How did this seemingly unbreakable couple suddenly become the biggest controversy in hip-hop? What led to this shocking turn of events that no one saw coming? How did a relationship that stood the test of time, prison, and an unforgiving industry unravel in the public eye, leaving fans questioning everything they believed about love and loyalty? And more importantly, why did Papoose drop the coldest line of the year when he warned Remy Ma, saying, you're just a temporary thrill? Because that line, that wasn't just a petty response. That was a warning. That was a realization. That was Papoose finally waking up and seeing the truth that maybe, just maybe, he was never really the one Remy wanted. At first, the breakup rumors seemed impossible to believe, but then came the name that changed everything, Easy the Block Captain. At first, nobody thought much of it. He was just another battle rapper, someone Remy Ma was helping mentor, giving him a shot at the industry. But then people started noticing patterns. Remy Ma wasn't just mentoring Easy. She was always with him at every major event, supporting him in ways that seemed to go beyond just business. It wasn't just about battle rap, it was personal. People started whispering that their connection might be deeper than just mentor and protege. Then came the rumors that shook everything. Papoose had allegedly caught them together in a situation that no husband would tolerate. What followed was a supposed physical altercation that left Easy knocked out cold. Some reports painted it as a heated argument. Others claimed it was a full-blown fight that escalated fast. But the fact that neither Papoose nor Easy ever fully denied it made fans even more suspicious. What made matters worse was Remy Ma's silence. She never addressed the rumors, never shut them down. If anything, she fueled the speculation by continuing to appear in public with Easy even after the allegations surfaced. Instead of stepping back to let things cool down, she seemed to be making a statement, one that made Papoose look like the man left in the dark. And that's when the internet truly lost its mind. If this was just a misunderstanding, why wasn't Remy trying to fix it? Why did it seem like she had already moved on? That's when people started wondering, was this really just a mentor-student relationship, or had Remy already checked out of her marriage long before anyone noticed? Instead of putting the speculation to rest, Remy Ma did something even crazier. She started appearing with Easy even more at industry events, battle rap matches, public appearances. She made it a point to be seen with him, and that's when Papoose finally broke his silence. You just a temporary thrill. And just like that, the internet broke down, because that wasn't just a response. That was a revelation. It wasn't just about cheating. It was about the entire foundation of their relationship crumbling in real time. Papoose was basically saying, I was never the one. I was just a placeholder. And that's the part that really shook fans, because if this man, the man who stood by her side for over a decade, the man who literally fought to keep their relationship strong, was now calling her out like this, then that meant he had finally realized something we never saw coming. The statement wasn't just a jab, it was a realization of betrayal that had likely been building up for years. To Papoose, it wasn't just about infidelity, it was about investing everything into a relationship that, in the end, may have been one-sided. The emotions behind those words weren't just anger, they were heartbreak, frustration, and a deep sense of regret. Fans who had idolized their love story began questioning whether Remy had ever truly been in it for the long run, or if Papoose had simply been the convenient, stable partner while she chased something else. What made it even worse was how public it had become. This wasn't a quiet, behind-the-scenes breakup. It was unfolding in real time, with fans watching every post, every sighting, every reaction. And in that moment, it became clear, Papoose wasn't just hurt, he was done. He had finally seen the truth, and for the first time in their relationship, he wasn't holding back his emotions. The fairy tale was over, and the reality was far messier than anyone had imagined. But just when you thought the story couldn't get any crazier, Remy flipped the script in the most unbelievable way possible. She went on the offensive, claiming that Papoose was actually the one cheating, and not just with anybody, but with Olympic boxing champion Claressa Shields. Now hold on, how do we go from Remy being accused of stepping out to suddenly Papoose being the bad guy? The internet exploded. Fans were completely split. Some believe Papoose was the real victim, saying, Remy just got caught and now she's trying to flip it on him to save face. Others started wondering if maybe Papoose wasn't as innocent as we thought, and then came the ultimate plot twist. Days after Remy's accusations, guess what happened? Papoose was seen with Claressa Shields in Hawaii. Now, some people thought this was confirmation that they were involved, but others believed this was just Papoose finally moving on. Let's be real, after years of being the perfect husband, maybe he was just done playing the nice guy. At this point, the narrative was completely flipped. Was Remy the bad guy all along, or was Papoose just better at hiding his secrets? Now let's take a step back and really analyze what's happening here. One thing is crystal clear, this relationship is over. Papoose has checked out. He's not defending Remy. He's not playing the husband role anymore. And honestly, he seems done with the drama. Remy Ma, on the other hand, still hasn't admitted to anything. She hasn't directly said if she was with Easy or not. And the most interesting part, they're still legally married. So here's the real question. Was this all real, or just a messy PR stunt to control the narrative? At the end of the day, one thing is clear. Papoose was never the one. He was a temporary thrill, whether he realized it or not. And now that the truth is out, he's finally acting accordingly. This is one of the messiest breakups hip-hop has seen. And trust me, the drama isn't over yet.